Hello possums, Dreymasmith here, dreaming in a Minecraft world. And today I'm dreaming about the Nether and blazes and making a blaze farm. But first there's something I need to do. We need to fix up the cows. I have to breed 2. And then we're going to take 2 for a walk. So which 2 shall we take? This one and this one. Come on, bossies, you're coming with me. Come on. That's it. What did I just do? Oh. That was silly. Where's the other one? There we go. Okay, let's get these 2 reattached. Come on, my babies, you're coming with me. Why have I got cows in the Nether? Because cows produce milk, and milk counteracts the effects of wither skeletons. Because we're going to have to go into a Nether fortress, and we may encounter wither skeletons, and having a bucket of milk with you is just helpful. Now, this is my tunnel. It may or may not be finished, I'm not sure. I was going to put windows in, but I wasn't sure how to do it. I have worked that out, I just haven't got around to putting them in yet. And I did say in my last episode that I had a problem with this tunnel, but it seems to have resolved itself. Come on, cows, come on. The problem was that I'd periodically have blazes spawning in here, because the way that they work is they do a check. Oh, that'll load in a minute. They do a check. Am I within the confines of a nether fortress? And is there nether brick on the floor? And the answer seemed to be yes to both. So I was thinking of replacing this with either cobblestone or putting in nether brick slabs or something. But I put in these iron doors here and 2 there, and the problem seems to have resolved itself. So I'll keep an eye on it, but it looks like we don't have to do anything, which is a relief. And here we are in the cow's new home. So I've got 4 at the other end and 2 here. Okay, so I have found a blaze spawner that's not too far. I found a few others that would have been even better, but they were ages away from anything. So I'm just going to have to be careful how I build this one. But we'll go down and have a look and get started. Alright, so it's just in there. I don't want to get too close just yet because I don't want to set them off. It's what, 24 from it? First thing I need to do... Oh, there's a ghast around somewhere. A blast. Haha, that's a good name for them too. First thing I have to do is disable the spawner. There's a number of ways to do that. I could encase it in other blocks. I could put torches around everywhere. I could cover it in glowstone. But after some experimentation in another world of mine, I've found a quicker, cheaper, easier way to do it. We're going to run in. We're going to spam it with jack-o'-lanterns. We're going to run out. Oh, this is the scary bit, the approach. Here it is, and we'll start banging them down. I'll have to dig some of this out, go away. Right, that will help to start with. Let's get rid of it. Don't you blast us, come on. Oh, I love fire resistance. Now, got to quickly get rid of some of this so I can put some more jack-o'-lanterns down. That's another one. We have to raise it to 12 or higher so that they can't spawn. Oh, there it is. I love the potion of fire resistance. Come here, you. Don't you hide from me. Oh, that's a little scary. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Bung some more jack-o'-lanterns around. Well, I'm just going to stand here for a minute and see what happens. But we could be right now. And the other thing I'm going to do while I'm standing here is mark out what we're doing. What we have to do now is very carefully dig out an 11 by 11 square centered on the blaze spawner. I've just got to be careful because I'm over lava, like a long drop to lava. It doesn't look like it, but I am. Oh, that's the other thing. You've got to dig out 2 above the blaze spawner, and I'll be popping some glass on that soon. Now, there are lots of tutorials for blaze farms online. Some of them are quite redstone intensive. A lot of them are built in creative, which isn't much help to us because we're in a survival world. So I'm going to show you how to build Gnembon's blaze farm, as demonstrated by Tommy Anderson. He has a great tutorial. I'll put a link to it and to Gnembon's videos. But Tommy builds his entirely in creative, so that's the point of me doing this. I'm going to show you how to build that amazing, cheap, effective blaze farm, but in survival, which means we build it from the top down. Okay, so that's 11. Now what we need running around the outside, because this is going to be the cage for the spawner, the blazes will spawn in it and fall down, we have to put transparent blocks around the outside. You could make it glass, or you could make it slabs. If you make it slabs, make it bottom half slabs, because otherwise the blazes won't path properly. I'm just enclosing everything in slabs. I'll be using glass later, but it's slabs for the moment, and I'm going all the way around. That's now fully encased. The next thing we do is that we dig down 14 under the spawner, but we're going to do it in 2 lots. We're going to dig down 7 and make a platform, and then another 7. So I'll start digging. As I go around, I'll place the slabs around to make the cage. When I get to the viewing window, I'll leave that open just for a little while, and when I've dug out ready to do the platform, I'll get back to you. I'm back again after a very long time. Oh, and so is a blaze. I'm just getting them occasionally randomly spawning in, but very, very rare. This is taking me ages because I'm having to fill in floor before I can dig floor out, because everywhere there's netherrack, there's a sheer drop down to lava. This is nowhere near as enclosed as I thought it was. If you're wanting to do this yourself, find a really well enclosed spawner. I'm starting to think that no matter how far those other ones were away, I should have gone for them. Okay, I'm just going to go get some glass and we'll put in the next level. Right, I have to build a platform that's 9 by 9, and it has to be of non-spawnable blocks. So glass or bottom slabs. I'm using glass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is 7. So I'm just going to put this whole platform in. Right, I'm going to dig down another 7, so we'll end up with a chamber underneath that's 14 deep. And I'll be back to you when I've done that. It could take me some time. Something I forgot that's very silly of me. Put 2 blocks on top of the spawner. It just stops blazes spawning on top of this and hanging around and interfering with your mob cap. So that's now done. Back down we go. And as usual, I'm making a pig's breakfast of this. Of course, I forgot something important. I have to remove some of these momentarily, because what I have to do now, very carefully, and I might just pop these back for a minute, just if blazes randomly spawn, I won't get hit as much, a bit because they can see me. But I have to now dig around here at the same level as my glass barrier, a channel that is 1 deep and 2 high. It just gives the blazes something to aim at, because what this farm does is it uses the blazes' behaviour against them. You know, they're trapped by their own way of operating. Alright, that's a channel all the way around. Next thing we have to do is spawn proof it, because I don't want withers and wither skeletons, sorry, and Lord knows what else spawning in on those. This is where our viewing window is going to go. Alright, I haven't got anywhere near enough buttons to do this, but it'll give you the idea. So I just go around and place a button on every square. And because that block is now occupied, nothing can spawn here. I could also put one on the walls, that would work just as well. I just like to put them on the floor. Well, here we are. Top bit's all done, you've got the walls around it. Bottom bit's all dug out. I've filled in most of the little viewing window. I'll fill the rest of it in when I come out. But what we need to do now is a gap around the funnel. So I have to dig out. Ah, that hurt. That really did hurt. That was very silly. Alright, let's do this a bit more sensibly. I just have to dig out the slabs that are in the corner. I mean, I shouldn't have placed them there at all. If you're using glass, it's probably easier if you don't place them. Dig them out to the height of 3. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make a funnel, because this corner here is actually pretty solidly enclosed in netherrack. So what we're going to do is have a funnel here with a trapdoor so that the blazers think they can get down there. They can't, but that doesn't matter. So long as they think they can. So, trapdoors, we put one there and one on top and fold them down. Alright, I know what my problem is. I need to put a piece of glass there. That's now better. And I take out that one. That's it. Okay, we come round the back. This is it. Alright, trapdoor, one on top, because we want it to fold up and down so it creates a funnel. Now we put one on top of that trapdoor and it can fold up. We put one on top of that trapdoor and it can fold up. And we do the same again. Shift click and up. We've got a little funnel in the corner. I'll just put back the slabs I removed because we don't want them getting out into there. And now we go down and we make the rest of the funnel. Alright, so we're in the corner and with glass we're going to make a funnel down. So I should just be able to reach. If I jump, alright. Yep. See what I mean? They just randomly spawn. If it comes down here, we'll get it. It's going to come down here. See, that's exactly what it should do. I need one more trapdoor. I'm just going to pop that there, and it'll just stop any coming down if they spawn. Now, down here, we're going to build the killing chamber. So I've just got to take out a layer of flooring here. I put a layer of netherrack underneath after all the trouble I had. This has taken me about 2 hours to do. It's just been a nightmare. We need to put a chest at the front and then hoppers at the back. So shift click, hopper going into the chest, shift click, hopper going into the hopper, shift click, hopper going into the hopper. I'm going to build this out of polished diorite. Don't scream yet, it'll work. I mean, it doesn't look very nice now, but with the update coming, it won't look too bad. So I'm just going to encase the area I'm building. Is it 1, 2? Yeah. And it needs to be 2 high. I know I said 2 high and 4 high. I meant this chamber here, this bit where the blazer stand needs to be 2 high. So now, as you can see, we've got the hoppers, but we want the blazers to stand here. So we're going to use hopper minecarts to achieve what we need. and to collect blaze rods, sorry, to collect blaze rods as they come in. So I put a rail down. I've got a temporary block here. Okay, put a rail down, pop a minecart on it. Okay, I'll just get rid of that block. All right, now we get rid of that block. Sorry, I'm not doing very well, am I? I get a piston and I'll just dig out that one. Upside down piston. Block of our choice. You could just use a gravity block like sand or gravel or concrete powder and it would just drop in and you wouldn't need the piston. But I'm using the piston, so attach a lever, operate the piston, and remove piston and lever. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought for a minute I'd lost the piston, but it turns out you can break a piston with your hand. Pop the block back, and now we just repeat it for the other two. Okay, our 3 hopper minecarts are in place. They all have blocks on them. Now, I need a stair to go there. Or I could put a slab. But in the meantime, let's just fix up the funnel. Okay, 1 funnel. Now, this is not entirely enclosed, so I'm putting 3 pieces of glass, because I found if you make it a block you can't see through, it gets really hard to see the blazes. Alright, so I need some stairs and I need 2 bits of ladder, and then I'll come back to it. Okay, can he now see us? No, he can't. I'll have to do this with a bow because I've lost my sword. Well, my sword died. There we go. Now I've just got to fix the trapdoor. I know what I have to do. I just had it on the wrong side the whole time when I was trying to put it in. As usual, I make a mess of things. If I take out this one, I'll still put it on the wrong side. Yeah, got to break in. Okay, what we need to do is put the trapdoor there. So it folds down like that. Then I can put this lever here. Yep, and that operates the trapdoor. Okay, so... Oh, and I'll get rid of my markers. Sorry, this was just so I could count down 7. What we have left is difficult. I need to go back for a potion of fire resistance because we have to get rid of those jack-o'-lanterns, and when I start doing that, the blazes are going to start pouring out. And then we have to seal this up and it'll be ready to go. Now I'm just going to put a door on this too. Okay, 1. Oh, let's do this properly. Give ourselves a little more room. There we go. Now we'll pop the door on. 1 button. 1 button. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. I've got to work out how to do it. Alright, let's try an experiment first. No, I can't get them all from down here. Blow it. I can't get them all. Let's try something else. We'll use netherrack because it comes out relatively quickly. Let's try. Oh dear, I just realised they're going to be able to see me as I go up and down the ladder. Hopefully it won't matter. If it does, I will adjust accordingly. Alright, let's do it. Night vision first. Not night vision, fire resistance. What point is night vision here? Alright, let's do this quickly. See, they're coming already. Go away. Yes, I know. You can see me. I can see you too. And such a charming sight it is. I've got work to do. Leave me alone. Can I get that one? Yes, I can. Alright. Yes, you're all firing at me, I know. How many have we got left? Not many. Now the really dangerous bit is to come, because I am terrible at leaving things behind. I absolutely hate it. So what we do now is we go down there, we very quickly run around and grab our stuff before they kill us. Oh no! What did I do? I'm gonna die! Right, we have to very quickly get out of here before we die. Whew. Just block that up temporarily. My heart is pounding. I mean, really, seriously, literally, it's pounding. Right, I have to get rid of the nether rack that's there, and then we're done. It occurs to me I should have made a sword before I did that. Alright. Glass. Last piece of glass. Well, here we have our observation chamber. There we have our blazes forming. Okay, now I'm going to make some of you cringe. Yes, I'm knocking them out with a stone sword because I do have a diamond sword that's waiting to be enchanted, but I've had terrible trouble getting the enchantment levels. What are you stuck on? Alright, here we go. Let's test it out. Alright, we'll come back with a proper sword, but I think it's done. I've had enough. But that was successful. We got it done. We didn't die. It took hours longer than it should have. I mean, seriously, hours longer than it should have. As I've said, if you are doing this, pick one that's really well enclosed. I didn't check mine out well enough. I would suggest putting on spectator mode and having a really good look. I'm back where I started. I was starting to feel like I would never get back here. I will fix up the killing chamber so that it looks a bit nicer instead of looking all ratty and dingy, which it does at the moment. I'm going to get my diamond sword and put all my lovely enchantments on it. And then I'll get down to some serious blaze killing so I can get their rods and get their XP. But we've at least built the blaze farm. And I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, press the like. You can subscribe if you want. Hit the notification bell if you do. I'll see you next time. Bye.